Hey everybody, today's video is going to be a quick updated walkthrough of my Louis Vuitton desk agenda. Not much has changed, but some people have been asking for another planner video, so I'll just let you know what updates I've made and what I think about the Levenger daily system, the disc system that I'm using here, the pages, daily, monthly. And then I'll also talk about my favorite tools of the trade, the writing utensils that I use every day and have for quite a long time. So I'll go through those very quickly and show you which ones I use, give you some names. I do get these questions fairly often, so hopefully this will help you out. So the desk agenda. I love the desk agenda. I honestly don't think I'll ever go back to using my GM agenda, A5 GM size agenda from Louis Vuitton, because this is so dang easy to use and so streamlined that when I want to take it with me, it's just almost effortless. Again, like I've said in other videos, I have my GM agenda. I'm not getting rid of it. It's a piece I'll always have. I use it more as like a headquarters and HQ for like recipes and project notes and paint chips and things that I need to have on hand and reference, but not every day. So, but I cannot say enough about the desk agenda. I absolutely adore it. It has become such a great planning piece for me. So anyway, that's all praise and love for it. So I'm just gonna open this up and show you. I think this was, I told you I made my own dividers, which I did. I made my own dividers and using some stickers and things I got from Tiffany. I'll put her information below. I think I've shared this one before, but what I'll tell you I've done different now is, first of all, I stuck a bunch of plain sheets of paper back here because I noticed that I was getting some indentation in the desk agenda from these rings, the discs. So you can see there, like that kind of really saves quite a bit of marking and indentation on my agenda. And I've seen some people use felt, which I'm sure you could, but with felt, I think you can get some pretty thin felt. I just feel like this does what I needed to do. It's keeping the leather from getting marked as much inside, and it's fine. If I ever think about getting some felt next time I'm out, maybe. I think it would add a little bit of bulk though. Anyway, so I need to come back to these. These are in my front pocket, and I will come back to them. But so I'm going to take them out for now so they aren't flopping around. So I made this divider. I have already shared this. I had said in my last video for my setup for 2017 that I didn't really need a lot of dividers because I don't have a lot of sections, I don't have a lot of stuff to divide up. But after using it a little while, I realized I needed a couple more. And I will link to the video where I talk about these dividers and how I made them. And so you can see, but they're made from file folders. So that's the main dashboard divider, right? So then I created this divider just using stickers. That's all. So simple. A paper cutter and some stickers. And and the Levenger disc punch, which has been really great investment. And then this is what this one looks like. It's just got like the Sprouse sticker and a trunk and some of the World Tour most recent style stickers. And then this is the final one that I have in. Love that. I love me a V. Just stickers on file folder, a cut up file folder. So, and what I have in those sections is basically the first section is like my own personal notes, like vlogs I want to shoot or just notes. The second section is all for my work. It's for, reimbursements I need to submit, time off, some work notes that I want to keep for future reference. The third one is for freelance projects because I occasionally do some freelance writing. So I put my project billing information in there and then I create an invoice. And then the fourth one, that last one with the V, is just the cover to all of my actual dated pages. Okay. So this is the Levenger monthly on 2 pages tabs. It is the A5, which is the junior size in Levenger. I have really come to appreciate and like having actual tabbed monthly pages. Also because these pages have a monthly to-do list on the front, which I could put, you know, deliveries I'm expecting, things I need to do for work, you know, birthdays I need to remember, birthday cards I need to buy, things like that. And then as you can see on this one, which would be like the back of this October, there's a notes section where I keep notes of all different things, time I've had off, I don't know, miscellaneous notes. And you can see from in these shots that I've actually put more stickers, Louis Vuitton stickers throughout, just to sort of decorate my pages a little bit. I'm not a big decorator, but I do like a little bit of pizzazz here and there. So those monthly tab pages are super. I've really enjoyed them. The only drawback I've noticed with them is that if you erase a lot on them, they tend to shred. Like you can erase 1 or 2 times, but if you erase really hard, the paper will shred a little bit, and that's kind of not really cool. But anyway, it's a small price to pay for the convenience of laminated tabs and your months all printed out and everything like that. So as far as the daily pages, and let me just flip to one that is not revealing anything to anyone about my personal life. Okay, so the daily pages are 2 pages per day, and I still love them. They're still super. What I do is obviously I have a page, this side is the left side, and I'm sorry this is backwards. I should have shot this the other way. Anyway, it's showing up backwards on camera, but you get it. On the left side is your day by the hour from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. plus a little notes section at the bottom. And then on the right side is just a huge open page for notes. Also shows the current month at a glance here, and then last month and the next month going forward at a glance here. And what I do is on a daily basis, I split this note page into 2 sections. So the first section will be my personal notes, things I need to remember, when I need to give the dog her medicine, what I need to mail, blah, 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 blah. And at the bottom, I'll put a work section. You know, this is due this day. You know, you need to report it on this. You need to submit this and whatever. And then there's another note section here at the bottom. So that's kind of how I use the daily pages. And I do tend to do a lot of writing. And I really... It would be very hard for me to go back to 1 page per day having had this. Also because on the hourly page here on the left, there is like a ton of room. I have meetings that have call-in codes, and sometimes I might have 2 meetings in a day or 3 meetings in a day, and I need more room than a little tiny strip that big to note my call-in numbers and all that stuff. I mean, I know it's an Outlook on my work computer, but I like to have things on paper so I can see them and like really know what's coming up that day, that week, that month. And that's the monthly pages. Then at the back, I just have, if I can get there, just a zip folder that I think I mentioned before that I washi-ed over it because it was hole punched for A5. So I washi-ed over it and I repunched it so that it can fit in the disc system. And this just has stamps, some extra stickers, and that's it. And I have just a back page to keep everything from rubbing against the back of the agenda, and then the other plastic flap is tucked in the back to hold the notebook in. So that is my my update on my current setup. It's nothing new. I'm trying to shove this back in. But I do want to talk about this a second before I get to the utensils. This is a shopping list that you can get that's pre-printed from, I know it's backwards, but anyway, or maybe it's only backwards to me and it'll be straight for you guys. Lord, I hope so. But anyway, if it's backwards, I apologize. I just don't want to switch angles. Sometimes I find it so boring just to see hands and a piece of paper. But anyway, so this is a shopping list that you can order from Levenger. It's a grocery/toiletry shopping list that I absolutely love. It has become such a go-to. It's got different sections on it, like it's got dairy, cheese, canned foods, you know, pantry items, seafood, meats, On the back, frozen, cleaning, snacks, vegetables, baked goods, sundry items, personal care, fruits, beverages, and then even an extra section. And at the bottom of each section, there is a write-in area. In the back here, there's like a miscellaneous. So I often will take, and I'll tell you which ones these are in a minute, but I often take my highlighters and I will like highlight the little box beside the item that I need to get in one color for like Target and another color for Trader Joe's or Costco or whatever. So when I'm in Trader Joe's, I'll be looking at everything that's pink. I don't know if that's all there. And the stuff I have to get from Target will be in blue, and I can zero in on that there. And I find that to be very helpful for me. And I keep these shopping lists tucked in the front of my agenda. I don't pocket decorate. I use the pockets functionally. So I keep these tucked in here, pull them out every week, fill them in, take them with me in my agenda. I get my bag, it's here. I get the bag and I put it in the shopping trolley. I push it down like that and I get the agenda and I open it right up on top like a desk. Let me show you. So it's sitting in the trolley like this, and I can just check my stuff off as I go. So yeah, I mean, anyway, the things we do as women, the little systems and things that we do to keep ourselves organized and do our life stuff. The only other thing too I'll mention about this is I'm still using this magnetic page bookmarker from Pamela, and I will link that below. She made it for me. She made me a couple of them, and I love it. So I just clip that on my page, and it's there on my page, and that's all I do. I don't keep like a page lifter bookmark stuck in my rings because I find this is much easier to move daily. And so that is the Louis Vuitton desk agenda. And now I will talk about my favorite writing utensils. Okay, so first of all, I write all notes in pen. I write all appointments in pencil because my appointments can move a lot for work. So the pen I like to use, and I have to order these all the time, they're not really easy to find locally. I can't remember, they might have them at Staples, but I tend to get them on Amazon or eBay. They are the Bic Z4 medium. I think this is a 0.7 millimeter. Yeah, it's a 0.7 millimeter rollerball. I only ever use black rollerball ink and pens, and I tend to prefer a chunkier line, hence this 0.7 millimeter. And what I like about this pen is you can highlight over it and it doesn't bleed and it doesn't run, and it doesn't bleed through the pages either. Like, that's the one thing I really love about these Levenger pages is this is a pretty thick pen and you don't get a lot of like shadowing and stuff on the back of the page or bleeding through. The next thing, and what I use for my appointments, this is actually a limited edition Pentel P205 0.5 millimeter pencil. I only write in 0.5 millimeter mechanical pencil, and I use a slightly thicker, darker lead. I don't like the really hard leads that are super scratchy. I prefer a softer lead. And I don't remember, there's usually a chart on the lead package when you buy it, and I don't remember if it's HB or I don't remember what it is. But anyway, the reason why I love this one is because it's gold and black. And I've also got a white and black one. I mean, if you want to find one, you might be able to find one on eBay or Amazon, but you have to look for a limited edition Pentel P205. It comes in a number of colors. I think it's like black and gold, white and gold, purple and gold, maybe even pink and gold. I don't remember, but I love it. So I just refill it and use that for all my appointments daily and all my calendar appointments on my monthly view. The only thing I write in pen on my monthly view are like birthdays, because I know those aren't changing. So everything else is written in pencil, so I can erase and move things around and not have to worry about making a mess of my pages. With that, even though it has an eraser on it, I tend to prefer these Clic. This is a Pentel Clic eraser that you can refill with eraser refills. So I prefer to use those and tend to have one nearby pretty much every time. So when I'm erasing, I'm not going through this little tiny eraser in here that you have to refill all the time. I use these, and they're great, and they don't leave marks on the paper because the eraser's white. Then my favorite highlighters are actually this old version of the Post-it flag highlighter. I prefer this older, skinnier one, but they're hard to get now, and so this is the next version. And I use, I think some of you have seen how I do this. I do this sort of box, let me see if I can find an example. I do a sort of box note. I'm sorry, I want to show you guys something, but not show all my private information. So, like, here's a note for my dog to give her medicine. And I just use the highlighter as almost like a checkbox. So I just use the highlighter, I do a little dash, and then when I'm done, I check in the box. So I use pink. I use pink for daily and all my personal stuff, and I use blue for all my work stuff. I don't really have to, since I already split the page in two, but I kind of like that. And like I said, I also use the 2 different colors on my shopping list if I'm shopping at more than one store with the single list, which I like to do. I often do, like, run to Target, then run to Trader Joe's, then come home. Yeah, as you do as a wife. And that is it, ladies and gents. That's my update. I hope you found this valuable, and that's all. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.